Plan International first began its work in Kenya in 1982, bringing life-transforming interventions to every corner of the country that they touched. At the heart of Plan International's work in Kenya has been the Child Sponsorship Program. Through this program, these children and their communities have been empowered with access to education, healthcare, water, and other resources that they need to thrive.
The journey began with the enrollment of children through the Child Sponsorship Framework to ensure that we are going to enroll children to have a one-on-one relationship with sponsors, and therefore the sponsors contributing to improving the lives of those children in the different communities. The model we use for Child Sponsorship Program in Kenya and Plan International is to believe that the resources that are coming from individual sponsors impact on the lives of the community. Because you cannot buy a desk for one child, you cannot build a classroom for one child, but the resources put together will actually supply water in a community, will ensure children are learning in a good environment.
The organization was set up in my home county. One of the major challenges was lack of water, lack of proper learning facilities for children. There were issues on health services, and so Plan International came in and saw the idea of some of the things that they wanted to do within our community and of course largely in our country, and it was a great journey to also just know that my life and other children's lives would change because of Plan International.
The sponsorship of Plan International enabled me to go to school. Just living alone, getting the writing materials and just the basics that we needed as a child, they paid my high school fee, which was something that was very big to my family.
I did my KCSE in Yubiro Primary School, and after that now I was stranded. With the help of Plan, I was able to maneuver through secondary school.
Today, Plan International has over 500,000 alumni of its child sponsorship program in Kenya. For these individuals, the memories of being sponsored and interacting with their sponsors remain vivid.
My sponsors were so good, and they're still good, because every birthday they're wishing me birthday. You know, they have never forgotten me. The passion someone has showed to help the community through you, that is the best thing that they did.
My sponsor then came from Belgium. I've never seen him, but I would wish the family to know that that heart they have really impacted on us, and that's how we are able to live some dreams that were just dreams in our minds, but now it's a reality.
The transformation of former sponsored children, mainly from poor backgrounds, into people of influence is evident. They are living proof of the power of the child sponsorship program, using the opportunities afforded to them to make a lasting impact on their community and beyond.
If I look back at home, I can see a change. Before we could have even one meal a day. Now we can afford 2 or 3 in a day. I'm able now to take care of others like my brothers and sisters.
I didn't have the hope to join the secondary school, but Plan came through. So I was able to learn through the Form 1 to Form 4, and I performed and later joined the university, and now I am a qualified teacher.
As the alumni of Plan International sponsorship program have grown and thrived, they have not forgotten their roots. They strive to pay it forward, creating a ripple effect of positive change.
In China, I had the job opportunity, but I said, no, let me just go back to my country and serve my other people. If I could not have that thinking of coming back and give the community, by this time I could be in China working as a medical practitioner.
Climate change is so dear to me because I've grew up next to the lake, and when floods came or when drought came, they get majorly affected. That was my motivation. I want to empower the community. I want to tell them that these issues that we tackle, they look big, but their root cause is climate, and that is when I started the project.
Giving back to the community started right after college. I was given the option of teaching at Mtwapa Elite Academy and teaching here where I stand. And I chose this community because I knew that I had some unfinished business with this community. I have also served this community as the secretary of the CBO, and that was also a way of giving back to the community.
The translation of the impact of Plan International work is broader than you can imagine. We've been able to build schools. We've been able to support by training of teachers. We've been able to support school feeding in some of the communities where resources have allowed. Largely, we've been able to keep children in school through scholarship. And I think that is a game changer of when you're talking about the alumni. You'll realize a lot of children that went through our hands, through the education system, and were able to be kept in school, have turned out to be something that communities celebrate about.
Calls for a united front echo among the alumni, from the Kenyan coast to the shores of Lake Victoria.
Alumni have built this world. We want the alumni of Plan to follow the footsteps. So whatever we can do to touch their lives, whether it's paying school fees or any other aspect, let us do it.
There is an urgent need for the alumni to come together, because if we are together, we can do a lot. If we are together, we can sponsor 2 or 3, but if I'm alone, I might not even be able to sponsor 1.
As Plan Alumni, we can do more. Through coming together, we can plan on how we can give back to the community. Maybe even if it's contributing 500 each, and we are a group of 500 people. That is a lot of money that can support people do something. It can even initiate projects.
And through their collective efforts, a brighter future lies ahead for the next generation.
That discussion is happening on how best we can have the alumni also be in our governance structure. And I know even in one of the national offices, we have an alumni who sits in the board. So that's another strategy, the integration, but also determining where they fit, so that then there's a continuity on how they do business for their own success.